Just picked myself up this 2022 Maverick. Actually, I haven't even driven it yet. It got delivered to me. I've never even test drove one before. Just called the dealer, bought it, had it delivered today. So, give you guys a little first impression on her. I actually think these are pretty hideous little trucks. Not really a fan of the styling of them at all. But there's a couple things I like. I got the 4K tow package on mine, so at least I can actually move some things around. I got a little sled trailer over there. These boxes are pretty useless. They got some cool features. It's nice to see all the different tie downs and stuff. Get a 110 plug back here and all sorts of little doodads. Actually came with some not half bad tires, some Falcon Wild Peaks. Look like they'll chew pretty good, I guess, for stalkers. I do really like the interior on these units. I like how they're not plain like most other vehicles these days. There's all sorts of different accents and stuff for cloth seats. I really like these. Got tons of room back here too. Like even for a decent sized guy, I got tons of headroom in here in the back seat. The roof's slightly raised back here. I really like the dash on these. Really like basically everything about the interior. I have no complaints on the interior whatsoever. The only thing I change is I wish the roof was the color of these seats, kind of like a dark navy. I just don't really like this tan up here because it marks up so easy. If you ever load a big box or something in the back seat, you're gonna mark it up. It's got a really nice little touchscreen. It's nice. This is an XLT and it still comes with a touchscreen, so that's pretty cool. It's got 200K on it, I guess. They brought it down from North Battleford. Another neat little thing I like is instead of having a second latch under the hood, you just pull this twice and then your hood's open. You don't gotta fumble around in the cold with that other little latch. You just pop it. But they couldn't have put any gas little shock absorbers on here. You got to use the old school rod. That is kind of piss poor in my opinion. Should have done a little better there, but some engine bay shots. It's actually a decent amount of room under here. It's nice that they didn't tuck her back into the cowl. Kind of like that. Everything seems pretty easy to get to here. I don't know where the oil filter is on this rig yet, but I guess I'll figure that out. I think these got LED headlights on them. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. No fog lights. Probably try and toss a little light bar in here, maybe. I don't know. But I'm gonna take her to town with the old sled trailer and wash up the sled, so maybe get some driving footage if I can figure out a way to get my GoPro mounted in here. Just got the old trailer hooked onto her. The old Enticer 250 here is a little bit muddy. Just using her at work, checking wells, and I was doing a little mud bogging. But another thing that I'm real happy with is how high this receiver sits on the vehicle. Like just with a straight tri-ball hitch, trailer's pretty level. On this Chev half-ton, for example, I have to use almost a reverse drop hitch. Like that hitch sits significantly lower than the hitch on this unit here. This is actually nice too. This is probably my only vehicle here out of the bazillion that actually is hopefully gonna have working trailer lights. Everything else, it's pooched. Oh yeah, we got lights. It's a miracle. I have no really way to mount my phone in here good, but maybe I'll just put it on my little phone holder here and just do some talking about the truck, I guess. This actually fits perfect there. Should end up hovering the phone right around this useless little cubby. You know, if they made this a little deeper, a guy could put some pens and stuff in there, but it is what it is, I guess. Just hopped in the truck here. We're gonna take her to town and wash up the sled. Do a little test on her, pull in this little sled trailer. It's really not much weight to test it with. Probably only weighs about 600 pounds total, but it's something anyways. One thing I've noticed just in between driving from the shop to the house here is you can really hear the trailer on the hitch back there. It's really quite loud bouncing around. This seatbelt chime's got to go too. I was trying to disable it already, but I tried the little procedure in the manual once and it didn't work. I didn't have time to try it again here, but it's my first time actually driving this truck. I can't believe I bought it without even test driving it, but you only live once, right? Kind of take it easy on the gravel here. Truck didn't come with any mud flaps or anything on it at all, so I'm sure the paint will be gone if I go anything above 50. I got the dealer to throw in the little factory splash guards for free, but they didn't install them, so I gotta pop them on tonight. Looks pretty straightforward. They just use those little plastic push pins, I guess. Pretty nice and quiet in here, especially compared to all my other shit boxes. Most of them you can't even have a conversation inside. I really like cutting the mufflers off everything I own because I'm a hooligan, but probably won't do it to this one because it's a 4-banger and it's going to sound like absolute trash. Apparently this thing picks up a radio station from North Battleford all the way from Carrobert. It's like just about 2 hours away. It's kind of impressive, I guess. Curious to see how this factory radio actually performs. I don't even know what's in these things for speakers. Can't imagine the guy really has room to put any subs in here either, unfortunately. Kind of a piss off. Sure some bass heads will be filling the whole box with subs and doing a blow through on one of these. Can already see that coming, but I kind of need a little bit of space back there, so that's not really for me. Whole lot of little buttons and shit here on the steering wheel. I gotta figure out what everything even does. To see what the liters to 100 is reading. Right now I got an average of 10.9 liters to 100 from them driving it just about 2 hours to my place, so it's not terrible. I'm sure it'll go up a little bit with this trailer behind me, but it's to be expected really. Cruising along at 60 here, the instant is still reading 10.9. I had a 2009 Ford Edge last year. This actually feels a lot like driving that SUV. Very similar characteristics. Fuck. Pretty quiet in here though. Can't really even hear the motor or anything at all. Don't even really feel it shift either. It's got a stiff but smooth ride at the same time. These roads are absolute dog shit in Saskatchewan, so nothing's really going to ride nice on them, but it feels very planted anyways. just cruising around with no plate right now. I still gotta take her into SGI and get some plates on her, so hopefully I don't get pulled over. I actually just got a no insurance ticket a couple nights ago on my Duramax because I just cruised around in that for the last how many months with no plates on it, because why not, really? Even with the $500 ticket, I still save money over having insurance on it, so whatever, is what it is. Insurance is a big scam in my opinion. About to hit some rough tracks here. I'm sure my phone's gonna go flying. Be the real test of the old suspension on this thing, probably bottom her out. Oh. Didn't lose the phone. Trailer got a little airborne though. Just gonna be filthy. Streets are soaked, there's water everywhere, everything's melting. Holy, the car wash is even free. Would you look at that? Well, yeah, guess you guys heard my general thoughts on her so far. Maybe I'll do another video, maybe not. I'm pretty shitty at actually keeping up with this channel, so maybe see you again sometime.